FloTrack here with Coach Shalane. A big day tomorrow. The Ducks have been flying high. I'm throwing in, fun sport analogies. Talk to me about the teams. And kind of what you're expecting tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean they're in good spirits. I feel like they're nice and loose, but at the same time dialed in. There's been a lot of laughing, a lot of savoring, these final steps, final stages of the season. They've had a great season, and we've only really put it together for collectively, the whole team at Big Tens. And so this will be the second time in the season that we're all competing the top 7 that I have. So I think they're really excited. They know that they're on the cusp of, doing something really special. And I think that just adds another element of excitement because, we have 3 seniors, and we know that it's really rare to be in this position that you as an athlete and as a coach dream of, back 25 years ago, I dreamed of winning a national title as an athlete. As a team, I won one individually, but to be here and actually have a chance to win one as a team is what I always wanted. So that dream was started 25 years ago, and now here we are, and I get to be hopefully a part of something really special tomorrow.
Yeah, you mentioned Big Tens. You guys left a lot of people guessing until pretty late in the season. And then at Big Tens, we kind of got a really good idea of oh wait, this is a team we really need to pay attention to. You talked about putting the pieces together. Talk to me about kind of the individuals that make up your top 7 and what you're expecting out of them. You don't have to go through all 7, but a couple of key individuals that you think are really important to.
Yeah, so we had a little bit of a later start just because we had 2 of my athletes were at the World Championships, Shalane and Mia. So they took a break after Worlds and then kind of had a slower start and simmer towards the finale here. But they're both seniors, so they knew how important this was to kind of rally and get back at it. But I wanted to make sure I didn't get them started too soon because I think it's important to miss running and take that break and mental refresh. So didn't really implement them until Big Tens. Everyone else had a glimpse at racing and everything, but to put it all together, I feel like I have a really strong, let's just say 6, Allie is a sophomore and primarily 800 and 1500 meter runner, so she's our 7th runner. But I have a really good packs of 3 and 3 with Diana, Shalane, and Juliet. And Shalane and Juliet bring a lot of experience in terms of they were All-Americans here last year, I believe 11th and 13th. And then I have a pack with Dahlia, Annika, and Mia. And Annika was an All-American last year at 32nd. Dahlia is a really cool, unique story in that she's had a lot of injuries and overcome a lot. And I think she's going to do something she's kind of, to me, that secret piece and component that a lot of people don't know about, but she's really, really freaking good. And so it's fun to see her back competing because I didn't know if I'd ever see that day. So that's really special. And then Mia, this is her last season and literally just back here for cross. So I think there's a lot of motivation for a lot of them because they know this is a really unique group. But I've got a good 3 and 3 pack racing, and if they can execute the way we did at Big Ten, it doesn't. I tell them it's we're just going to be ourselves, and how we race at Big Tens is how I think we're going to need to race here.
And you guys were a little bit disappointed with your performance at Nationals last year. What are some learnings that you took from the team, and also as a coach, what did you learn about performing on that big stage? Yeah, so
you have to have depth, right? We had a really strong 3. In fact, our top 3 were in front of BYU's 3, top 3. So, but when 4 and 5, are in the 70s or hundreds, that just hurts the whole score. So, just got to get stronger, got to get better, and just have more depth in terms of good cross-country runner. So I was relying on Claudia Kazmierska, who is a phenomenal runner, clearly, but, 1,500 meter runners, her bandwidth was stretched. And so the reality is I had to make sure that I was bringing in the right athletes, like Juliet and Diana, to really round out the depth of our squad. And so that's really imperative.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.